So one more thing for me, and then we got a lot of viewer questions. Just by the way, when I'm looking around, that's what I'm doing. Pasta is helping me out in the chat, sending me the viewer questions. So I'm trying to filter them as quick as I can. What's your take on what's going on? Now, I know you did your dual endorsement thing with Joe Crowley. I know you explained yourself. We don't need to rehash all that. But what's your take on what's going on presently with Joe Crowley off the ballot?
Well, it's just a seal of endorsement. So you got Joe Lieberman writing in the Wall Street Journal to support Joe Crowley. And Lieberman is, of course, famous for two things. One, he's the reason we didn't have a public option. Literally, he's the one who stood on the Senate floor and blocked the public option. And two, he got us into the war in Iraq. So I think it would be a huge mistake for the party not to fully embrace Ocasio at this point. She's coming to see me next week. There's been a lot of people taking shots at her in the Beltway press recently, and I'm trying to help her build some relationships with some of the progressive superstars like Barbara Lee and Mark Pocan and others, so that she has some allies when she gets here.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a lot of work ahead of her, and she's taking on a lot right now. It's just one of those things.
She has, and she's, I've never seen a freshman get attacked as much as her. I mean, the last couple of days, you Google her and you look at some of the members of Congress attacking her, and putting aside her beliefs, she ran such an inspired campaign. She got so many people excited. She's got more Twitter followers than almost any of us in Congress. She's extremely articulate, and so I think we ought to look at it as, how do we take such an asset to help build a party? And that hasn't been the reception. So I'm going to try to get her some allies here, so that when she comes here, she can be effective.
Well, and this is what frustrates me, bro. And and this is actually a compliment. Yeah. But when I see people like, and I see people like her, it makes me even more disenfranchised by the Democratic Party. And what I mean by that is that, I see somebody like you, you're good on the issues, you want to do the right thing, and you want to kind of respect the office and reach out to your colleagues. Yeah. And instead of them bending the knee to you, they expect you to bend the knee to them. And I mean the Democratic establishment. And I know you have to be careful here, I get it. But that's what frustrates me. Here's a guy that's trying to play the game the way the office is supposed to have the game be played. But he's young, he has new ideas, he has fresh ideas, he has a future, et cetera, et cetera. These are the types of policies people want. And instead of them coming to you, they expect you to come to them. What is democratic about that besides nothing?
That's the way the place works. I mean, it's a seniority system. It's a system of politics, and every person has to make the balance on how much to challenge the status quo and how much to build coalitions to be effective. I think Bernie redefined that. I mean, Bernie showed that you could challenge the status quo quite a lot, and people would respond to it. And I guess what I'm going to be talking to Alexandria about is how does she stay true to who she is? Because I think the worst thing she could do is surround herself with DC types and lose her authentic voice and lose her boldness. But who are the people like a Barbara Lee, like a Mark Pocan, like a Pramila Jayapal, like a Maxine Waters? There are some progressive allies who really she should build with and who can help her.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your